Hello, this is a message for someone who's currently feeling really overwhelmed by their reality. Overwhelmed in a way that you've gone into freeze mode, like the nervous system state, where you're frozen in time and space, not really being able to react to circumstance, and just into you went into a sort of survival zombie mode. So whatever, there's something that's taking place is what I'm getting. Something happened that shook you, and if this message is for you, it was something that you had been avoiding for a while. Yet it's like you knew it was going to be a shock to your system, so you avoided it. But it didn't make it be any less of a shock to your system to avoid it for a while. Even though you were not caught off guard, it's still, okay, it's almost like you knew you were gonna get rejected from a college, and you got this letter. I don't even know if people get letters from colleges anymore. Maybe they just get emails. But you got this, let's just pretend this example. You got this letter, you know it's a rejection, so you don't want to look at it. So you let it sit on your desk for an extended period of time. And then one day you psych yourself up to finally go ahead and open it, and you were in fact rejected, which is gonna make you have to rethink your whole life, because this was the college you wanted to go to, that you had built your whole plans around. So it's that kind of feeling, even though it may be many different scenarios than that one, okay? That's just an easy one I thought of to explain the feeling of anticipating that you were gonna be let down and shook to a level, and so for that reason postponing it. And then when you finally face the music, you were in fact really shaken, not surprised, right? But it's like you're now, what I'm getting is like you're in devastated mode, but you're also in stoic mode. So maybe let's continue with this example because it's easy. You're like, you've told your loved ones, oh, I didn't get accepted, and you're acting like it's no big deal, and you're just sort of going around your day, but deep down, you're like in a deep state of overwhelm, shock, and impending depression. What you feel is like an impending depression that you're trying to sort of, like, you're trying to be like, I don't know, I don't, if you're a person familiar with the ocean or the sea, it's like you see a big wave coming, and you know you don't have time to get out the water, and you know you're not going to be able to ride this wave because it's too big, so you just know you're going to have to go under, and you're kind of, scared, and it's coming, right? Because if you're familiar with the sea and the ocean, like it's coming, right? That's how it feels. That's the feeling I'm getting. So your nervous system has gone into, I think they do call it freeze mode. It's not the same as fawn response, but it means what I'm seeing is someone who is just sort of on autopilot right now to get through the day, but they have this like dark cloud above them, and they're like feeling this sense of doom. Okay, so enough of explaining who this is for and where they're at. If this all resonates, there's a very important message coming through for you, which is you need to take a moment for yourself. Okay, you need to sort of orchestrate some kind of special timeout. Maybe 24 hours. Like, it doesn't have to be long, but you need like a step away from whatever's going on in your life, from whatever people you normally talk to. So let's go back to this college admission example. Maybe you have to go over to your grandmother's for a couple days, or to a friend's house, or you're just gonna play video games or something. You need to like cater to you and do a timeout so you can reset and you can face the music without it being jarring, okay? You need to sort of soothe yourself a little. You need to do a little, I don't know, I'm getting this to like spa therapy. Like maybe you need to go to the spa for a day. I don't know. That's not really something I do, but a lot of people love that. You need to do something for you. You need to take a time out for you and cater to you. That sounds like a puppy doing something they shouldn't be doing. But anyway, what's going to happen if you give yourself this time, this grace period, that you might have to sort of stand up for yourself to get it as well, is what I'm getting, okay? Like you might have to sort of make a stance like, look, I need 24 hours or I need 48 hours. But anyway, once you do that and you're able to make your nervous system feel safe again, because that's the key, that's why you want to do this, is you need to recalibrate your nervous system out of this shock emergency mode so you can access your critical thinking skills and all the areas of the brain that are blocked right now because of your state of shock and stress and fear. Okay, but it's an understated feeling because you're like pushing it down. So this is why your nervous system is reacting this way. And the problem with this state is that you're in a sort of zombie mode where you might end up doing things that are not your best interest out of just a survival mode thing. And it might also lead to suppressing things that will down the line turn into outburst. So what I'm getting right now is if you cater to your nervous system right now, you'll be able to tackle this new life twist from a much more cohesive standpoint of who you are and what you want for your life and what is available to you, using your critical thinking skills and having all your wits about you, versus if you just try to ride this zombie mode wave and let the chips fall where they may without doing this. Again, you might just be reacting from overtaxed or like shocks nervous system and end up like going down pathways that are not the most deliberate for you. You know, it might just be like you don't want to be doing autopilot decisions at this moment in time, even though that's what your nervous system is sort of setting you up for. This is how long-term like mistakes in life paths happen, when you're in a critical moment and you let your nervous system that is in a state of survival make decisions for you without, regulating it. When you make decisions from a regulated place where your nervous system is at ease, again, you have access to all of your brain and you can make better decisions for yourself. So I hope that was helpful.